I'm going to show you how I made $1,000 within 1 hour. Cash money in the bank. You can touch it, feel it, how I did it in 1 hour and how others are doing it right now in our community called Content Marketing Pros. So I'm not the only one. I'm just sharing my story just from the last 24 hours or whatever. So big things are happening. I'm super excited about what's happening inside of CMP. Hey, we doing some big things here. You definitely want to definitely get locked in because we got a lot of people learning some really cool stuff in terms of content creation. If you elevate your content, you're going to elevate your cash flow. So, what happened? How did I do that using this program called Content Marketing Pro? So, I'm going to break it down. I got a few steps here on what I actually did. So, and I'm going to show you as well. So, I can show you better than I can tell you, but I'm going to break it down and kind of give you a little insight on how this all works. So, I got my notes here. So, let me see here. So, when you're marketing, you always want to share your successes. So, to kind of give you a snapshot on what happened with me, basically, I've been sharing a lot of information about what's going on with CMP. I've been adding a lot of new training, a lot of new strategies and methods on how you can create some really cool content marketing online. So, what I did, I made a video sharing what we just added to the platform. Okay. You can do the exact same thing. So, I'm talking to all the CMP members out there. You can do the exact same thing. You can share what's being added to the platform. You can share what you just learned. You can share some of the things that's already there. Just tell stories. I'm going to break that down a little bit more here. So I went live last night. I can't remember what time. It might have been about, I have to look at my phone and see what time. I guess it was about maybe 6 or 7 o'clock Vegas time last night. And I was just basically, again, just talking about what we just added. We added some new trainings over the weekend, some pretty exciting trainings, by the way. And a lot of people have been anticipating, me adding those courses or those lessons within CMP. So I just made a video talking about, hey, this is what we just added. Hey, I added this, I added that. This talks about this talks about that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. So that video was probably, I think it was about here. I pulled it up right before I started this live. That deal was 39 minutes and 41 seconds. So it wasn't like it was all structured or perfect or anything. Like, it was far from that. I just went on live and just said, hey, this is what we've done. Let me show you. And I just kind of showed a demonstration, went into the back office of my CMP, test account. And I showed people, the actual courses that we just had, or the lessons. We already had a lot of courses, but the lessons within those modules, I just showed people what we added. And a lot of people got excited about it. So at the end of that, long story short, at the end of that 39-minute and 41-second video, and I just did it live. I could have recorded it as well, but I just went live. And it's sometimes just easy just to go live and that it's done. So I just went live. You can record it as well. And so at the end of that, literally, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes later or something like that, I get a notification just from that live that a person just upgraded to the Pro Pack. Okay. Now that was at 8:20 p.m. Vegas time. I'm looking at it here. You should see it on your screen. That was at 8:20. Okay. Literally a minute later. Now, and what was interesting, because I was on the phone speaking with someone about CMP because they just called me or whatever. And, somebody that I know. So it wasn't like they were a prospect or whatever. I think they were actually on the live and they just had a question or two. And but literally after that popped up, another one, well, wrong action. This one came up a minute later. So those two, and this has happened before. I don't really make a lot of videos like this, but I just want to show you the power of content when you're creating content and creating stories. Now, the purpose of that video was really just sharing, hey, we got some new training in the back office. Hey guys, you need to check this out. Let me show you what it's all about. We're going to learn this. We're going to learn that. Basically, of course, I did it. So I was talking from the aspect of, this is what I added to the training. This is what you're going to learn. That's really all it was. Wasn't a fancy sales pitch or fancy PowerPoint presentation or anything like that. I just basically did, matter of fact, I'll just show you. I just basically did a screenshot of us, basically me just kind of going over the information on talking about the different modules. These are just different courses that we have here inside of the training. So I would just so if I click on any of these, it brings up all the trainings, all the lessons within these modules. That's all I was talking about. That's what made the difference, and you can do the exact same thing. So what's the purpose of this call? So let me kind of break it down. This is something that you can do as well. So if you're marketing something, find successes that you can share stories about. Okay, whether maybe it's something that you learned, maybe it's something that you did, maybe it's a tool that you finally put into action and you're like, whoa, this really works, or whatever it may be, right? Just find some type of success. Excuse me. And sometimes a success, really a lot of time, really any time, a success doesn't mean that I got a lead, or I mean, that's a success, but it's not just that. A success is maybe you learned something. A success is maybe you just got access to something that you didn't have access to before. Maybe you just figured something out. Maybe you had a really good conversation with someone that's helping you to really be more successful. Those are successes, especially related to whatever it is that you're promoting, obviously, right? But a success is just a success that you moved forward in some kind of way. And you want to find ways how you can tell stories about that. And if you do that, that's how incredible things can happen. And that's what I do. Anytime we join a business, anytime we do something new, one of the first things I need to do is, one, tell a story. Now, of course, if I just joined something, obviously I don't have a story of me making money. I just joined like 10 minutes ago or the day before or whatever. I haven't done anything. So what I need to do, if it's like a service, I'm going to try to use the service in some kind of way and then demonstrate it. Hey guys, I just got involved or just got started with this, and this is what they do. Let me show you. I just used the service. Let me show you how it worked. Or let me explain how it works. Okay. And again, I'm just telling a story, right? And even if it's something that I'm just explaining, I'm going to try to find a way on how I can relate it to a story, something that I went through. Okay. It's all about telling stories. Again, throw the perfection and, I got to make it perfect and throw all that stuff out the window. Just tell your story. Okay. That's what you want to do first. So anytime I do that, I'm trying to find a way on how I can tell a story. And again, now if you just got started and you told a friend of yours who's like your best buddy, and they just signed up, yeah, you could tell that story as well. I mean, that's a success. But successes aren't just limited to a lead and a sale. A success can be really anything. A success is, hey, I just started a new business. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you why I joined and why I think this is going to be way different from anything that I've ever done in the past. I'll watch that video because I want to know, I know you've done other things in the past, but why this one? Why is this one going to be more different than what you've done in the past? I'm going to watch that video. And there could be something that you say that's going to make me go, man, I felt the same way. You know what? I'm going to check this out. Let me go to the link. See, that's how you want to drive action. You drive action through telling stories. So that's first thing. Share your successes. And remember, successes can be anything. Okay? It's anything that has helped you to move forward. Number two, you want to really illustrate in detail what happened. Now, I kind of talked about the successes and telling your story, your journey or whatever, and just illustrate it. Okay. If you can, illustrate it. If there's something that you can show, hey, look, check this out. They just added these trainings here. Illustrate it. Okay. If it's maybe you just got a commission, illustrate it. Okay. Illustrate it. Don't just talk about it. Illustrate it if you can. In most cases, you should. Even if you learn something, you can almost kind of illustrate that by sharing what you did in the past and why maybe it didn't work, and now you did something new and now it seems to be working perfectly. So just illustrate it. Okay. Now for me, that's number 2. Number 3 is you got to record it, go live. I mean, you could do a text, post. Those are good. You know how some people leave the long story post and everything, and they may throw an image. Those are good. So if you're like, I don't know if I want to be on camera per se like that, just write it out and just write it in your words, but tell a story. Okay. Give your thoughts, give your perspective on whatever it is that you're talking about, whether it's product, service, something that you learn, whatever it might be. Just give it a storied format, whether it's a post on Facebook or whatever, because those definitely do work. What's going to work more effectively is a video. It just always works the best. But text format works too. Okay. If you're going to add an image, be sure that you put an image of yourself. I wouldn't tell a story and then put some generic company logo or something or whatever. No, make it an image of you, even if it's just you just staring in the camera smiling or you doing something or whatever. Just make sure that you're in that photo somewhere. Okay? Because remember, it's not about the thing, the opportunity, the comp plan, or whatever. It's really about you and your story. So make sure you point that out. So if you write that out like on a Facebook post or whatever, make sure you put an image of you there. Okay. So an image that you like, because you can take some images with your phone and be like, okay, I don't like that one, don't like that one. Oh, that's a good one. Let me throw a filter on that. Boop, boom, post. Make sense? So just kind of related. And I've done deals I've done posts like that, and maybe there's maybe some kind of platform or something, or maybe it's some kind of app or something. And sometimes I'll do the post and I'll just be like, or whatever, just something interesting. If you even wanted to do that. Okay. But it's totally up to you. But the main thing is make sure you're in the image. Number 4. Now, what I did when I created that video, whether it's a video, a post, or whatever, you need to promote that content. You need to promote it. So don't just make it and leave it to the algorithm gods. Share it. So if it's a post, how you can share, a post like in groups and stuff like that or whatever. Just share your story. Do it in. So if you're part of several groups that you can post in, just post it anyway. Somebody may see it, somebody may not take action. It doesn't matter. Just post it anyway. You don't want to leave it to them to just come across it. You want to be a promoter of your content, especially if it's a YouTube video too. I don't just share a YouTube video. I'll send out information. So typically what I did, I sent out an email, to one of my lists about my new video that I just shared on YouTube. Okay. I don't want to leave it to just YouTube to send the information out. No, let me promote this thing some. And that's what I did. And a lot of times I'll do that as well. Is if I make a video, I'll promote it. Long story short, I promote my content. I just don't leave it to the algorithm gods to, okay, I posted it. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully somebody sees it. Oh no, I didn't waste it. Well, I don't say wasted. I didn't spent time making this content. Oh no, somebody gonna see it. Somebody gonna see this video. Somebody gonna see this. I'm gonna make sure of that, especially if it's a video. Okay. Keep that in mind. Don't just leave it to them. Take control of your content as well. So that was number 4. And then really number 5, just continue to give value. Just keep repeating that process. Anytime you have a new story, anytime there's a new change in your business, a positive change could be you just hit a rank. A positive change could be you just joined a business. Positive change could be you just learned something. You just maybe made some money, whatever. Okay. Just share those stories. And so if you wonder, how did I make $1,000? Like we've done a lot of times. How are we able to do that within, and again, because, a lot of times people just say, well, join this business because you can make whatever I'm more interested in how you did it. That's what I'm more interested in. Okay, great. You made whatever. Awesome. Amazing. Awesome. How did you do it? How did you actually, what actions did you take that made that prospect or prospects see your information and then reach into their wallet, pull out their credit card and pay? That's what I'm more interested in. So that's why I didn't make a video. Hey, we making $1,000 days over here. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've got $1,000 days over here inside of CMP. Some days been more than $1,000. $2,000 days. But it ain't just about that. How are you getting that? That's the question. Those are the questions that you need to ask, and those are the answers that you're going to get inside of CMP. I just gave you a lot of insight right there. So if you want to know how which we've made money today. So how have we made money today? Well, mainly because I'm making content and that content lives. Like right now, somebody's watching one of my videos that I made over the last couple of weeks about content marketing pros. And they're probably going to sign up today, tomorrow, or whenever. But they're watching the content even when I'm not working. So when I'm doing other things and I'm out and about running errands or at lunch or eating dinner or watching TV, other people are still watching the content. Make sense? So you just want to be a master at content creation. And that's why I am a big advocate of what we're doing inside of Content Marketing Pros, showing people how to make really good content and be a pro at it. And if you're a pro at it, it just affects your money. It just does. I mean, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Nowadays, it's not really just about creating content. It's creating really good content because there's so many people doing it right now. So you're going to have to be like, okay, how can I stand out from everybody else? And I talked about this last night on last night's live, and that's what CMP is all about. It's really just about creating content. We can get your content game down, everything else will just fall in place. A lot of it is mental. Usually it's a mental block on why some people just consume content and others create it consistently. And why others just consume or maybe just create a little bit but really don't scale their creativity, right? Because now it's really a game of creativity now. That's really what it is. You really got to look good now, and I don't mean look good as in yourself. I'm talking about just the content itself. What can I do to stand out? What are some things that can make what are some things that I can use that can make my workflow easier? So when I say you got to level up your creativity, I'm not saying it's going to be harder. It's actually not. It's way easier to create high-end content now compared to how it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because of artificial intelligence, because the AI is making things so much easier. So much easier. Matter of fact, when I did this training here, where is it at? Like you look in this course, there's about 5 lessons in this course. How to clone your voice, how I make videos where I'm not, you think it's me talking, maybe it's a narration of a presentation. I'm not in the video, but you hear me speaking just like how you're hearing me now. And you're thinking, oh, that's Steve speaking. Yeah, it's my voice, but it's not me. I'll show you how to do that here in some of the courses that I just added. And even in creating AI avatars, I'll show you how. You see me, you see this right here, right? You see me. Imagine you can take this same layout, right? And people think they're watching you, or like a recording of you or whatever, but it's really not you. That's how far technology's come, where it can sound like you, like just like how you're watching me and I'm moving my hands and all that, and I'm talking. It's me. You know my voice. You hear me, but I'm going to show you how you can create videos where it's not even you. People think it's you because it looks like you, sounds like you, but it ain't you. That's what you're going to learn in here. Okay? creating music videos, creating AI images, and a whole lot more. This week, I'm actually adding creating video via sales and a few other modules. I'm not going to get into all of it, but a lot of cool stuff is coming. So I'm super excited about CMP. If you haven't taken a look, check the link in this YouTube description. Just go to there's a link in the YouTube description. Just go there. It'll take you to a page. You can check everything out. Matter of fact, it'll take you to this page right here. Let me pull it up really quick and you can see. It'll take you to this page right here. So if you go to that link, you'll see this video. Watch this video. This video is like 6 minutes. I'm breaking down CMP for you. And you can, as a matter of fact, when you join CMP, you can refer people to CMP and make money. The reason why I got those commissions is because people bought a certain level within CMP, and you'll learn all about that when you watch this video. And then and of course you'll check everything out when you watch this this website. When you go to the sales funnel, I'm just kind of scrolling through it. But when you go here, just watch this video here at the top. It's going to break everything down for you, and you'll see how everything works inside of CMP. So that's all I got. I just wanted to hop on really quick. I know it's Monday. Everybody's back to work, coming off the, I guess the 4th of July weekend, if you will. Yeah, because 4th of July, I think it was Thursday, I believe. And we just got through this weekend. And man, guys, it's July. Oh my God, it's already July. So we got August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months, and we're at the end of the year. Wow. How's your goal? How's your goal going? Because I know at the beginning of the year, we all, have certain goals that we want to hit. Well, one of the things that can definitely impact that is the level of content that you create and the quality of it, especially now. And that's what we have here inside of CMP. So when you get started, you'll see, as a matter of fact, we got all these different levels. You know what? Just go to the page. I'll do some other videos breaking all that stuff down. I don't want to make this video too long. I get super excited about CMP, as you could tell. I love it when people are making money. I love it when people are creating content. And I love it when people are using the methods and strategies that we're teaching inside of CMP. Just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So again, congratulations for those that made money over the weekend and last week, of course, but just in general, just over the weekend, congrats to those individuals that made money over the weekend. And more to come. So big updates coming this week, new trainings. So stay tuned. Should have those up here by later this week as well. And so I got to get back in the lab. Got some more work to do. Again, congrats. Welcome to the new members that just joined CMP. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. You in the right place, because we're definitely going to get your content game tight. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.